Okay, a very good morning to you. Thank God it's Friday, so I get to scream because yes, I need that rest. Okay, today is the 12th day in the month of July 2024. See, gradually close to Tuesday. You know what Tuesday is. If you don't know, you're in trouble. If you've been here Monday to now, Friday, and you don't know what Tuesday is, anyway, let me hold it there. Welcome to Family and Values. We are streaming across all our social media platforms. Yes, Family and Values is a show where it's on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. If this is your first time, my name is Joy Abu. Yes, Family and Values, where we talk about everything that has to do with family, your health, your kids, extended relationship, marriage. Very interesting and educative topics, and we have seasoned experts that take us through this journey from Monday till Friday. And I want to say a very big thank you for all our guests that have graced our seats from Monday, and today it's Friday. And to you, our VIP guests over there at home, in the office, that make sure we are always here to serve you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being a part of Family and Value all the way. We love you, we appreciate you. I started Monday by talking about kindness, and today I'm still going to talk about kindness. As we approach the weekend, show a little bit of kindness to someone close to you. It doesn't take anything from you to be kind to someone. Yes, kindness is key. It's important. Okay, today, yes, most of the schools are graduating now, and holidays are coming in. People are gradually grumbling. Parents are well, no matter how you squeeze your face, kids will always be kids. Like Olori will say, they don't care, they don't know how much their own is. Give them food and they will eat. But yes, in all of this, as they prepare for school, we'll try as much as possible to give you tips. Yesterday, Olori started by saying, make sure you get snacks. Put it, pack it, arrange it, tag names. I've started to tag their names and be keeping it for them. But today there is something I want to talk about. I want to talk about be vigilant while they are approaching the holidays. Even when you're going home, leave specific instructions. Do not open, do not attend to strangers. Be vigilant this period, because we all know that kids will be home. So of course, people, neighbors that want to be predators would definitely want to. But when you give proper instructions to your kids, they would always follow. Make sure their security does. Make sure everything you need to change to make sure that there are emergency cases that cannot lead to when you need to run to the hospital. On this show, we've talked about having first aid boxes at home. Teach them what to do. In the course of playing, they'll learn to injure themselves, which is normal. Just teach them to avoid sharp objects. If you know you live in an area where the edges of the houses, the walls are not fenced properly, please. The rainy seasons are here, so we have a lot of reptiles crept into the house. Tell them to lock the doors, to close the windows. These are part of the safety measures to make sure that the holiday is going on well and smooth for the kids. Okay, on that note, I used to say, when you see these beautiful faces, it's time for Family and Values, and my better half is in the studio with me. That's why I'm excited. She's here now. First, my birthday shout out, I know what she's going to do. So okay, so yes, my better half is in the studio. Olori, good morning. She wore blue today. Let me keep it short. Good morning, welcome to the show. Yeah.
When you're about to enter the a big ballroom, and especially when it has to do with royalty, great event, and they announce your presence, you just walk in elegantly.
Yes, you carry up your shoulder high.
You walk in majestically as you are being. So I don't need to do much. I just want to wish you the best of the day, and also to remind you that blessings are found every morning. So when you start your day, know that something is out there for you. And I was looking at Psalm 114 this morning, where they said that the river parted way. Parted way. Why do they have to just open up? I don't know where you're going. I don't know where you have an interview, a proposal, a business, concept or idea. You meet someone to sell it to. Oh, you're that woman by the roadside. You're just going to your shop and you don't know how you're going to put your children's graduation stuff together. Don't worry. Something is out there. Just be hopeful and believe in yourself. Like I said yesterday, anytime you wake up, tell yourself, I can do this. That's your first motivation. Don't let anybody tell you. You yourself, be intentional and say, I can do this. So it is that your I can do this that will motivate you to stand up, rise up, have your back, dress up, look gorgeous and beautiful. You don't need to wear the bottom clothes. But there are some little pair of clothing like you don't need to forget. You just need to be clean and smell the only perfume you think you have or the oil you think you have. Whether you're a man or a woman, just be intentional to look good and good things will fit their way to you. Thank God it's Friday and this, like I was saying, yes, our children, I'll give those tips. Don't let me give it now. But there are some shout outs I want us to make because we have a whole lot.
Yes.
Like Africa's birthday is on Sunday. And Africa is one of our member and family of this beautiful fellowship. Like Pastor.
Pastor Nero says a fellowship.
Happy birthday to Mr. Laika Biodun. We have another year also. To Dr. Africa Obiali, we wish you all the very best from Galactic Television and many.
I am coming.
Please,
yes.
And the ones just contact me.
I'm adjusting.
And please have some books from Pastor Dickness Olanle Opa. If you're interested, send a message. It talks about how you cannot be lonely in a situation. And also when you talk about the best marriage, you can actually seek yourself together. We cannot get everything, but we can always walk according to the path that can lead us in that way. Marriage is not bed of roses. We are not trying to scare you. We are only telling you you need to be intentional. Have two, mindset that when this comes, I'll be able to handle it because I have this ahead. Welcome to the program.
Okay, welcome to the program. On that note, let's go on our mini feature. When we return, this guest I want to unveil to you. Don't worry, you know now. We'll bring the very best your way. We'll see you on the other side. Don't go anywhere. That was our mini feature, an intro into today's topic, and we will be discussing open marriage. Now, you know that on this show we bring conventional topics, unconventional topics too, that would lead you, give you an insight, because we are talking about marriage, and so we have to deal with every aspect of marriage, every aspect of family, and that's why you see us when we bring topics, you're like, how did you people go deep? Yes, those conversations you don't want to talk about, we talk about here on the show. And yesterday we are going to be discussing open marriage, and I have this beautiful guest. Oh God, Fridays we dedicate it to our youth. We allow them speak up their mind. This is a very young lady that has done a lot for her. She's a certified broadcaster, a certified assistant nurse, and also a certified mental health and addiction counselor. Now you see, when you see people that have gone this far, you understand that they've heard a lot of stories. And when this topic was chosen, I said there is no other person that will do justice to this topic than Rebecca with the H. That's how I call her anyway, because she's my party. Okay, welcome Rebecca to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's an honor, really, to be here. It's out of this world. Of course, I watch Galaxy TV. When I got the message from my dear friend here, Joy, I was like, so I'm going to be on Galaxy.
Okay, now, what am I picking from you? And I have a way of collecting stuff from my guests. Despite the fact that you're my friend, I will collect something. I've looked at you since I've been thinking, is it the shoes? Is it the chain? Is it the wristwatch? What is it I want to pick? Because my birthday, all my guests anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'll put everything together on my birthday.
You can as well just take it.
I'll take it. A carnival. Okay, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Now, open marriage.
Yeah.
I watched when you were giving counsel to someone, a client of yours, obviously, called you, doesn't stay in Nigeria, and was talking about open marriage, and I felt like, now I know of a couple that are actually in an open marriage, but it's secretive because this is Africa.
Exactly.
So they are doing it and everybody is hiding, but the talks are there. So it's just the few of us that know. This one says, I saw your wife here, I saw your husband there, But then, for the sake of our viewers, for clarity and understanding, what do we understand by open marriage?
Okay, I would start with the layman understanding. what an open marriage is. So an open marriage is a situationship where two people come together in agreement to get married, have kids, right? But also have multiple partners outside their the union, right? And this is something that is like a norm, but people don't speak about it because a lot of people go through it. You see people these days who are in a marriage, they come together, they agree to get married, you know, just not to make the child feel like, oh, you don't have a father, and because of society talks, right? So they come together and they're like, okay, so I want to explore, you want to explore, let's just have kids. These are things that happen, and they have children, and they're keeping multiple partners with an understanding and an agreement, because they have to be an agreement between these two parties here, exactly. So this is like the layman understanding of an open marriage.
Thank you.
The kind of society we are in, we are very secretive.
Africa in nature. Africa in nature.
There's some African who are practically, you know, they are open to certain things. When you look at essay, you know, they have their own life. They see many things as somehow you take it away. But we, Africa, Nigeria, we see more hypocrisy.
Exactly.
How acceptable is this kind of open marriage? I remember I discussed something like this. There's also another open marriage. I'll try and remember before.
Non-monogamy.
Yeah, non-monogamy, or like there is this non-attachment that you are free to do what you want. So how acceptable do you think in 21st century that we are in?
Yeah.
How acceptable do you think this open marriage?
Okay, because I work with like a vast people, I don't just work with people here in Nigeria. This is something that I see as a day-to-day thing people do, right? But when we come to Nigeria here, like you said, hypocrisy. That is why a lot of people don't want to come out to say, oh, this is what I am doing with this person. They just give you that thing you want to see, right? Oh, we're happily married, but a lot of things are going deep down there, which people don't know about. In Nigeria here, we discriminate a lot. So someone can come out and say, I want to explore. We're just married with an understanding for just kids. I have my sexual, fantasy. Yeah, I have my sexual fantasy. I want to explore. I want to do this. I want to do that. And because of the discrimination, like I said, a lot of people shy away from it. They want to do it. These are the things they enjoy in their corner, right? But they can't come out to speak because of discrimination, because of family values, religion, exactly.
I thank God you're a mental health person. So now I want to wear a beautiful outfit. And as much as I want to wear this clothes, I know if I enter Galaxy, I want to wear this clothes thing. And some will look at it and say, Olori.
Don't you know your two?
Olori, which one? Leave this thing for
us.
And I'm like, excuse me, I'm young here. It's not a matter of the number.
Exactly.
This is me. I am not trying to tap into what, this is how I grew up.
Yes, this is how comfortable.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
And as much as I'm enjoying it, I want people around me to also know that you can do the same and still love yourself. Now, being a mental health, that's where I'm going. Being a mental health person, I want to do something. I am doing something.
Yeah.
And I am also scared of what people will say. How serious is that? Because, it means you'll be two-faced.
Exactly. Exactly.
That means when I'm in my corner, I come out like this. The day you forget to corner that your corner, and people now see, there will be talk. Nigeria will now do you. See, society will now do you. And there will be lots of talk. So, what I'm trying to say now is it mentally okay?
Okay. So when it comes to being yourself and being the personality that you are comfortable. Exactly. I always tell people that what matters in all is still you. Right? People will definitely talk. So you're a lady who likes to wear, very fitted dresses. You feel very comfortable in these dresses, but people come out and say, oh, that's not godly, oh, that's not what you should look like, right? And now you're listening to what people have to say. You're discomforting yourself. You're not comfortable, right? You might get to just miss a lot of things. That is not it, right? You're not living someone else's life, and there's this quote I like to say, live your life, make I live my life. Exactly. Live your life, make I live my life. I have grown to the point where I don't let what people say get to me, because definitely they will talk. You wear the long dresses now, someone else that sees you and say, oh, I like your fitted dresses, and say, why are you now dressing like this? You wear fitted dresses that you're comfortable with. Oh no, that's not godly. No, that's not supposed to be your style. That's not your body type. I looked at myself in the mirror before I put on that dress, and I felt comfortable. So what you have to say is your opinion. And I always tell people, you're entitled to your opinion. You're living your life, allow me to live mine. Right? So is it mentally sane for you to no? Because now you're meant to beat your own mental health. Right? You're going out and you're thinking, oh, what would people say? What would people look at me like? That all of that should be kept aside, because there would definitely be some set of people who like you for you, and these are the real people, not hypocrites. And if you check most of these people who talk down on people or talk less of what you do, they want to be like you. That's the truth. They want to be like you, but they don't have that avenue. They don't have that confidence. Some people say, oh, you talk too much. They wish they can talk. They wish they have the confidence. Exactly. They wish they have the confidence. But now they want to pull you down like they are down. Rather than coming to you and saying, okay, help me. How do you do this? Put me through. Right? And this is where mental stress comes in.
Okay, now, because we are talking about mental stress, and like we're talking about open marriage. I told you I know of a couple. So sometimes when I hear those side talks, for those of us that truly understand, you come and tell me, I'll say, hey, okay, allow them is alive. Because one day I told somebody, I say, if the husband is comfortable and they say she's using juju, no, they've just themselves. How can? Now, what are the dangers that are involved when it comes to open marriage? Because we live in a society where we are too religious. And one day I jokingly said, do that if they pass some laws, even the so-called ministers we are looking up to, you will look and say, so Oga, you too. Yes, so what are those dangers that are involved when it comes to open marriage, especially for those in an open relationship? I've heard people say, no, you know what, we are not married, but you can have your partners. But what are those dangers associated with it?
Okay, so like I said earlier, before you decide to go into an open relationship or an open marriage, it needs to be consensual. It is the both of us. Let's talk about this. Am I comfortable with it? Are you comfortable with it? Right? So if we're striking an agreement, okay, I just want to have kids, right? I just want to be called a mother, right? But I have other, things I want to explore about
that you can give me.
Exactly, you can't give me. Yes.
Yeah, especially with a man, men being who they are, especially with a man who believes that I don't want to go into polygamy. So
allow me.
You understand, but you're going to allow me. Same thing with some ladies who always want to try anything.
Yeah.
So
the dangers now.
So the dangers. One, sexually transmitted infection.
Okay.
Exactly. Fear of falling in love.
Hey,
yes, very common. You have a mindset that I want to go into this thing and let it just be, and you find yourself doing something else because this is emotions. It has to do with the heart. In as much as you're saying, I don't want to be committed, what if you find yourself being committed, or the other party being committed, and now you're married to someone else, right? So that also feeling jealousy, anxiety.
Okay.
Yes,
So I'm working with my partner now, and I'm just saying, oh, my date bought me this, my date, and
No, you don't discuss that. You don't come back to discuss that. You know?
is that supposed to be part of the agreement?
No.
I'm expressing myself to you, like, honey, you know where I went to?
Exactly.
I had to buy
That
this
can
thing.
happen, right? Because we are humans. Out of excitement, these are the things that you don't get from this other person, and you just come back and you're coming back with an expensive bag or all paid to so, you know, and you're gone. And next thing you came back and you're like, oh my God, I enjoy myself so much.
Some don't really like it.
Exactly. That is where the jealousy
come in, yeah.
jealousy comes in, and like, don't put it in my
You
face.
don't want to hear your
Like, do whatever you want to do, but
Don't bring
put
it
it
to my face.
When you,
Yeah.
by the time you get to the entrance, it's like,
Shove it off.
Exactly, a coat of so many things.
Like, let it go. Just let it go.
someone go for it.
Okay, so let's go on our word of mouth. When we return, we are still having the conversation on open marriage. We'll be right back. Our conversation this Friday, we have been discussing open marriage with our beautiful tag Ebony Black Don't Crack Rebecca with the H here in the building with us. Yeah, before we went on that break, you know.
Yeah.
Larry, your question, please.
Okay, is there a likely possibility where you have one of the partner not really wanting the marriage?
Yes, very, very simple, right? And that's where communication comes in, right? Because even the legalized marriage where, you know, the whole union we're used to and people want to see in Nigeria, right? Communication is like one of the major keys. I want an open marriage. You don't want an open marriage. Let's talk about it. If it's not going to work, let's just walk away, right? Or you try to convince me, you try to sweet talk me into it, and I say, okay, maybe really I want to, should I try, right? Should I try, should I not? But then, come to communication itself. You have to be able to understand what the term open marriage is. Yes. So I'm being told, I want us to have an open marriage. Sit back and think about it. Is this something I want to go into? What are the implications? Is this something I want to do too? Because in marriages these days, a lot of people are scared to communicate. They want these things. Yeah, they want these things, but the fear of how would he see me, right? How would my perspective towards him, will it change? Will he see me as this? Most of my clients are women. They want these things because they don't enjoy this sexual fantasy with their partners. But then it's something you can manage. Like if you communicate to your partner well and say, okay, these are my fantasies. Can we do this? But that's where the fear comes in. They don't want to talk about it. They're scared of not being looked as loose women, right? But they want to explore. They want to be touched at the right places. But now they can't communicate. That's one part. Is the other partner communicable? Can I? Exactly. Is it someone I can speak to and he would understand
where you're coming from?
Yes, and take corrections, right? In the society where we are today, men have to say, women shouldn't talk. That's the mentality that they've given us. And the religious part, right? The man is the head. So whatever the man says, exactly. Whatever the man says is what we do. But then women have a say. This is how I want to be touched. This is where I want to be touched. Now I can't communicate to you. You are the man. You come to me and tell me, babe, I have one girlfriend. Let's not be like I'm cheating. Let's not be like I'm cheating, but I just want to give you heads up. There's this girl I like. And it's because I respect you. That is why I'm telling you. Do you understand? So now, the woman is laid back. She wants this thing. She wants this thing you're saying you want to do to someone else. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know how to say it. The man is not reading the body language, right? The man is not reading the body language. He just, okay, are you game or you're not game? And the woman is like, okay, I don't know what to say. What if I now say, and we have some judgmental partners too. Okay, you've asked me a question that I'm desiring to answer. I now answer, you're now using reverse psychology. Have you been doing it before? So it has been on your mind.
So when I was only testing you, you know the kind of...
Do you
Start carrying that. Go and start doing the same thing.
because now they feel like, oh, men can have multiple partners, so the women should not, the women cannot. Well, right? But then these things we're looking outside, we can actually give it to ourselves. But now for the people that can't communicate, we speak about it. Okay, do you want an open marriage? Yes, I want. Okay, let's have this. And funny, like I said earlier, funny enough, these people that actually endorse in open marriages have good parenting skills. Most of, yeah.
Okay, now because when we talk about open marriage,
Yeah.
I am looking at the traditional aspect, the African typical mentality.
Exactly.
I'm talking of the religious side also, and then I'm talking of how the society is so judgmental on women.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, a man comes, just like you've said, I want an open relationship, or I have somebody I'm going out with, or I want to. The woman cannot come and say, I have one bobo I want. Now we are looking at, how will they see me deaconess in church? How will my mother-in-law look at me that, so now, because this has also to do with mental health.
Yeah.
How do I put all of this together and come to the reality? It's very easy to say I want it, but accepting it like I'm ready to do it. Because I feel like if most partners engage in open marriage, the issue of trust will be dealt with.
Of course.
The issue of infidelity would never come up.
Of course.
Because you're hiding. What is infidelity? You're hiding to go and cheat. But if both of us come out and say, okay, you know what? Yeah, we love it when we come together, but you can try this, you can try the dog leg, you can try, I don't have the strength, I'm not. Some people, for health's sake, for health reasons, the woman might say, no, this is where I want to stand. The man might say, no. Okay, you do your thing, you do my thing. But when we come together, this is what we have. How do we put religious, Africa, and then the societal judgmental cases on women? How do we manage it on mental health? Coming to realize that, see, you see this open marriage of a thing, let us talk about it. Let us have, maybe I feel you put our counselors in the course of counseling young couple that want to get, my first question is, what do you want, open marriage? Or maybe you should start putting it there so that those things, because I feel like a lot of the issues that are creeping in marriage has to do with you're not trusting, the issue of checking your phone will not come in.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do we put all of this, especially religious and African setting and societal judgmental on women, not now on men, to the mental health of this couple, and the children, the effect on the children?
Yeah.
Because when children keep hearing, I saw your mother, or family keep calling the woman, the other day I saw you coming out of one hotel, and the child is here. How do you communicate even to the children as they grow up that men were operating an open marriage? How do we put all of this together?
Okay, first thing is, like I said, it still boils down to you and your partner. Society, family, religion, they will always have what they want to say. It still boils down to you, what you want, and what the other party wants, right? So let's go back in the days, our forefathers, what they did, right? So instead of them cheating, they would, my mom would always tell me that back then, I would see a wife, she can see a wife for her husband, and say, oh, this girl, she's young, let me marry her for my husband, right? They shoved all of that off. Then there were less talk of, oh, he cheated, I saw your husband somewhere, oh no, they bring these people home and say, I want to marry. In fact, they married those wives, those girls for their husbands. But now they've shoved all of that and when your husband comes back and say, oh, I saw one very fine girl that, very curvy, you're like, oh, how can you be saying that to my face? How can you be? Rather than always quarreling, why not sit down with a clear head and let's discuss, what is that thing that is attracting you to that lady? What can we do about it? Is it something I can manage? Okay, let's check about it the health way. Can my leg go that vast way? Oh, it can't. Oh, okay, so what do we do? Do we do this? Do we do that, right? But a lot of people don't want to go to that. They don't want to sit down and have that conversation. Because they're like, oh my God, how can you? Like you said, a whole dickness like you're thinking about this thing. How can you not? How can you what not? We're all running away from sin, but then you're committing a sin underneath
the carpet.
I think it's almost down to the fact that the way we are brought up, our beliefs, our culture, our
Yes.
culture. Most of these things are packed.
Exactly.
Brought into our system, into our society, into our lives. And so, looking at open marriage,
Very with you.
truth be told, it's waiting because it's going to take a whole lot
It's always with you on the women.
on the women. Now, open marriage, the woman will be the one to throw in the towel at the end of the day.
Exactly.
We have discussed menopause.
Yes.
Now we discuss andropause.
Andropause.
And we know when menopause comes for a woman, you cannot produce again except supernatural powers.
Yes.
Supernatural means, especially when you're believing God for a child and you're in your 50s, your 60s, we have seen it, it has happened, and we've heard it. Now, but if that is not part of it, and we learned that the way you have used your life, you have worked in this other room activities, sex life, your romance and everything, even your work, the kind of work you do, has a fallback on a woman, especially when you start the menopause season. But for a man, the only thing is, you cannot do it But that doesn't mean it's going to stop. There will be a time after he has been able to see a doctor to walk through it, he can still get himself back into understanding how he will work it out.
Yeah.
And he can still give women pregnant.
Yeah.
Of course.
Definitely.
Of course.
So, where I'm going is this. It's going to be waiting on the women because our society, the health implications,
Yes.
and all that. And so, I will ask, our culture, our tradition, and the kind of 24-year Jews that we have. Don't you think some parents will curse their children over this when they finally find out? Because they will almost run mad.
Of course.
It's like finding out your boy or your girl is a gay and an homosexual. You don't understand?
Yeah.
Some of them are like, that shit. I will curse the guy. You understand?
Yes.
And so, when you see your son or somebody who understands the open marriage system concept, and I'm saying, please, are you ready to take? Let me explain what is happening.
What is happening between you guys?
Are you ready? So now all this blood pressure that you are running after the girl, or that you see many men with her, so that you know how to put yourself and reduce it. So how do you think this is going to be easy?
Okay.
El trouble, chaos.
Of course.
Fire on the mountain.
and nobody seems
Seems to be on the run.
But this one, they will
They will run, definitely.
How is this going to work in this kind of society that we are? Because already they are complaining. They are tapping all the strange things
From outside.
What is our ship? Where did they get this? I know. Joe will say, big sis, please help me. How can a beautiful girl like this be a lesbian? They are even married. This one is yours, this one is, and they are both female. This is one is and this one is saying he is this is so this is just her that is not related.
That is not
So that's why I say take up to a mental health person. This will make some parents come out. Their big deal will shoot up. Find out or go low.
Very
So
possible.
how is our society going to manage
Okay,
this?
so when we look at that perspective, most of these people that indulge in such act or in this particular situation, they don't have love at home. It all starts from the foundation.
Wow.
I am very, very grateful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Most of them, they don't know what parental love is. They don't know. They've never seen their parents, doing the lovey-dovey. Yeah, good morning, darling. How you doing? going on trips. So they don't, all they see is, all they understand for marriage is procreation.
Just come together.
Let's have kids.
And people will do it.
Right, let's have somebody that would continue my legacy. So it all starts from parenting. Yes, parenting. So if you know that this is how you grow, I always tell people, speak up. Speak up, because every time you think of the left, somehow subconsciously you think about the right.
Yes.
Oh, my family. What would they say? So if you're a person who considers that, oh, what would family say? You have that kind of conscience that what would family say? You sit down, lay back, and come seek help. Seek help, basically, yes.
Because open marriage is not the thing.
It's not, really, it's not the thing. But because of the understanding that they see that, oh, the white people, they do what they want to do. Exactly. You just go to work and come back, oh, there's somebody at home who has made dinner.
Okay, no, let me just chip in.
Yeah.
Because our time. Okay, now, between open marriage and going to be a single mother, not baby mama now, they're two different things.
Yeah.
Being a single independent mother or a father, who decide to go for IVF or look for a surrogate to have my leave my sperm bank, go to sperm bank, get egg to fertilize the sperm as a man, and I want a child. You understand? So going for an open marriage to avoid mistrust, infidelity and all that, and going for having an independent life as a mother or father, which one do you think is
Okay. Which one do I think? Yes.
should be is better?
From the mental aspect.
For your mental health,
for
yeah.
your mental aspect.
So I would rather just be a single mom, right, and give my children all the love that they deserve. But then come back to society. Society will still tag me an irresponsible woman.
Come, leave that society responsible. It's still better than open marriage.
Well, true.
That's
Very
why
true.
I say, because you are doing that because I want to be an independent woman who decide to have my kids because I don't want, to be under the or maybe I have had many falls, or maybe I've been disappointed, taken for granted, my heart has been broken separately, or I cannot really put my hand to the kind of man I really want. Time. And I'm like, my time, my age, and everything. Let me just get, sperm
exactly, and have my child.
I just want to
Better for your mental state. Exactly. Since you know you cannot.
I'm running hypocrite.
You move here, exactly. Keep exploring.
I go here.
Okay.
It's also safe.
Very, very true.
You don't go into call it
STDs and all. Yeah.
Okay, so as we round up the show now, I would love you to give us your final words in just 60 seconds to our viewers, to make them really understand. And now I want you to be specific, like for because this is a family and value show. Let's spell it out there. Why? For mental health reasons, generally, how they should manage their relationship. Okay. Just 60 seconds. Thank you.
Okay, so communication is one thing I would always talk about. Communication. Let's talk about it. What works for you? What works for me? How can we put this all together? Right? Being committed. After communicating, being able to keep your own part of the deal. Right? I want to do this. I want to do that. Can we make it work? Because I believe in trying and making it work. So if you're in a situationship where you know that it's going to mess with your mental health, be it a relationship or a marriage, and you know that you don't have the capacity to hold on to these things, please walk away. Rather than what people would say and just holding back to what people say and what people would not say, just stick to what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, it's going to be you all the way.
Okay, it's gonna be you all the way. On that note, we have a little gift for you from VG Industries, to carry, to just let them just be sipping it. I mean, very cool, So so this is from VG Industries. Thank you. As the mental when they are
VG Industries.
so thank you. On behalf of family and values and thank you. Yes, as a mentor, she has to be calm when they are giving out bad books. She should just be sipping it and be saying, "Hey, I'm listening to you." Thank you.
It's another wonderful week. We thank God for the grace and the privilege He's given unto us to be part of this week, and also giving that every given time. We are grateful, we appreciate you, we love you, and we're not taking it for granted in any way. We hope you have a splendid weekend, because this weekend, please prepare yourself for Joy's birthday next week, because she's going to have lots of surprises. So just get yourself ready. My name is Rumi Nuradijo, and we wish you all the very best of today and the weekend. See you next week.
Okay, thank you for being a part of Family and Value from Monday all the way to Friday. To our president, we say thank you. To the station manager, to our head of programs, Mr. Adewale, we are saying thank you. To social media department, you guys are lovely, we appreciate you. To all our guests that have graced our show this week, we love you, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Next week promises to be another educative, interesting and fun week, because it's birthday. And Lori will be the one guiding us throughout that week. We love you. To the crew, master control room, all the cameramen, we are saying thank you very much for making this week production the sweet one. We love you, we love you. My name still remains Joy Abu. Have a splendid weekend, and to our beautiful guests, we love you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.